Welcome back, guys. Today we're taking a look at a show that had all the right ingredients: an award winning star, an inspirational story, and a whole lot of soul. However, despite its high hopes, it left Broadway almost as quickly as it arrived. Let's talk about Leap of Faith, the musical. Leap of Faith is a stage musical with music by 8-time Academy Award winner Mr. Alan Menken, lyrics by his writing partner Glenn Slater, and a book by Janice Cercerone and Warren Leight. Now, based on the 1992 American movie of the same name, the story follows a con man posing as a man of faith who is redeemed by the love of a good woman. Leap of Faith, as you know, started its life as a 1992 comedy drama film starring 5-time Grammy winner Steve Martin, Academy Award nominee Deborah Winger, Canadian film and television actress Lolita Davidovich, 3-time Golden Globe winner Liam Neeson, and 4-decade career actor and musician Lucas Haas. Now, Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times gave the film 3 out of 4 and wrote, "The movie itself has considerable qualities, among them Martin's performance as Nightingale. This isn't the sleek, groomed, prosperous Steve Martin we've seen in movies like L.A. Story. It's Martin as a seedy, desperate, bright, greedy man without hope." Janet Maslin of the New York Times wrote, "It's well acted and amusingly told, featuring a fine performance by Steve Martin in the central role. This tale ultimately switches gears and takes a deeply serious turn." Well, by May of 2008, 16 years after its initial film release, a workshop was held featuring Tony nominees Raul Esparza and Elizabeth Stanley. At the time, producer Tom Vertle said, "As with any productive workshop of a new musical, we learned a lot about Leap of Faith last month, including what works well and what needs work. But we have no plans and have made no decisions to alter the creative team in any way whatsoever." Well, by October of 2010, one member of the creative team was nixed, and that was original director Taylor Hackford, being replaced by Tony Award-winning director of both stage and screen, Mr. Rob Ashford. Now, Rob would help open the production for its world premiere at the Manson Theater in Los Angeles, starring Raul Esparza and 2-time Golden Globe nominee Brooke Shields. Now, the backstage reviewer wrote, "Though the overlong show itself improves marginally during the homestretch, its story and themes never fully cohere, and the derivative, gospel-driven Alan Menken Glenn Slater score is disappointing. By inserting superfluous Agnes de Mille style ballet segments, as if this were a modern-day Rodgers and Hammerstein opus, it's clear Menken, director choreographer Rob Ashford, and co-librettists Slater and Janice envisioned this adaptation as more of an artsy prestige musical than a sentimental bromide for the Sound of Music crowd. Esparza has a dynamic singing voice and is a formidable presence, but his sinister con man seems a shade too snarmy for us to buy into this eventual redemption. The performer also sometimes indulges in a mush-mothered Brando broodiness. Wow, that seems inappropriate here. Shields sings sweetly, if not spectacularly, and provides a welcome note of calmness and the boisterous goings-on." Well, by April 2012, the cast was ready to save any sinners it could inside Broadway's St. James Theater, running for a short 20-performance run. The cast starred Raul Esparza reprising his role yet again as Jonas Nightingale, stage actress Jessica Phillips, and musical theater actress Kendra Cassenbaum. Now, the Broadway show received mixed to negative reviews. Ben Brantley of the New York Times called the show this season's black hole of musical comedy, sucking the energy right out of anyone who gets near it. He criticized Esparza for seeming to keep a chilly distance from his character, and the show in general for working in bad faith and recycling its cliches without a shred of true conviction. Now, Chris Jones of the Chicago Tribune, however, wrote that the show was actually an interesting new musical that in its best moments takes a look at a side of America that musicals usually fly right over. While praising the admirably complex Esparza as the guy you want in your show when your leading character is having a crisis of faith, and that the show delivers with considerable flourish the always useful message that the more you think you know about life, the less the truth reveals itself. All right, guys, that's a really short look at Leap of Faith. But hey, it's a show that was full of big musical numbers, a heartfelt story, and a lot of talent. But it just couldn't quite find its footing on the Great White Way. After only 20 performances, it said its goodbyes, proving that sometimes even a little faith isn't enough to work a Broadway miracle. Make sure to tune in next time when we talk about a show that's as sweet and satisfying as a fresh-baked pie. All these delicious details and more coming soon right here on Center Stage. Take care.